And we are back for episode number 10. This is going to be the final episode here on season 1. Of course, we're going to go through 20 or 30 episodes total. However, this is going to be the last one, at least for today. Today is the only one today. I should restart this whole thing. Nope, too late. We don't have any time. Today's Harvest Day. Yet again, it's basically Harvest Day every day. But I do love Harvest Day right here on Alma, Missouri. Let's see if we can spin this thing around, back it up, pick up our header somewhere out here, and be ready to rock and roll. Sorghum is going to be going first today. I don't think you can swath sorghum, so we're not going to try. You can, however, swath wheat. And we will be doing that. However, I'm not quite sure how the whole worker thing is going to work with that. So we'll do our best. If you guys are curious what I'm using here, we're using the base game CR1090 as well as the base game header that goes along with it. I decided not to do any modified versions here. I say modified versions, any crazy stuff. It's crazy. I'm not even upset about it. Let's go in here, 100,000 liter capacity. Enable straw swath. Normally you can't get straw, I don't think, off of sorghum. However, off of the sorghum that we are getting, we can. That's because I've got the extended straw crops mod turned on. Plus, we can take all of this and turn it into silage later on. I don't plan on going any bigger when it comes to our combine harvesters. However, I do plan on getting probably another one of these, and we'll have 3 combines by the end of it. We're going to have a lot of fields, or at least a lot of field area. So having something nice and large like this is going to be very, very beneficial for us. Since we're going to run 2 headlands around, I'm not even going to run around and worry about this little section here. We'll come back and we'll probably just hit back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 100,000 liters in this. We are up to 6,000 already. That is going to be a lot of sorghum for one pass. Oh, I am really worried about this. If you are curious about everything else that we've got going on. So the sorghum, of course, we are harvesting regular. The wheat will be swathed. So we will be coming back through that later on to pick all of the swath up. The good thing is we don't need a big combine for that. So we use our smaller one for the swathing stuff. We might end up having to buy a second swather just because that field's going to take forever to do. Pricing for everything, we're doing pretty well. These are going to be crops that we can take over to the grain mill. So what I'm going to be doing, we're going to take all of the wheat that we get, which is going to be a lot. It's probably going to be well over 1 million liters. All the sorghum, which I don't know if this will be 1 million liters or not, but we're going to have a lot of it. And then we're going to take our corn that we have. So if you guys don't remember, we have some dried corn that's just kind of sitting there. We're going to take that dried corn. We're going to take the sorghum. We're going to take the wheat. Everything will go to the grain mill. We will sell it there. And then we will take the extra money that we've got, buy the grain mill, and cheat. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to cheat. So after one pass, we have done fairly well. We'll go ahead and connect these straw swaths together just like so. Perfect. All right. What is that? 48,000 liters of sorghum. I could probably make my way around through here, but I'm not going to attempt it. I really don't want to have to bother myself. So we'll come along through here, make sure the pipe is long enough. Yes, it is. And we will drop this off into this. Bam. Just like so. Now, there's something else I need to do quickly because all these silos are going to fill up super fast. We need to take all of the hay and we need to take, here we go, hay. We need to take the silage as well, and we need to dump it into the other mill. So if we take a look at this really quickly, so of course we're making silage from grass and straw. We're making hay from grass, and then we need to jump in the TMRs. This will only hold 750,000 liters of each, which is definitely going to be interesting once we get closer with the silage. And these dump out so slow. Oh my gosh. There we go. 127,000 liters there. Spin this round and we should be able to dump it into the back. Just like that. There you go. So that is hay in. We also need to jump in TMR and make sure that this isn't running yet, because I actually want to get stuff in there first. It does require a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And that's one of my favorite things right there to use as well, is the 40-40-20 rule. I think it works really well. So we'll come around through here. We will get as much silage out of here as we possibly can. We've also got a decent amount of straw, so we may get some of that as well, so we can go and turn this thing on. 600 some thousand liters of silage is probably going to take some time, so why don't we jump in here and do another headland? After another pass, we have another 37,000 liters. There are quite a few spots that I skipped a little bit here and there. Also, as you can tell, it's still not done yet. Wait, hang on, silage. Wait a minute. Oh, it's full. 500,000 liters. Crap. Go, go, go. I thought that this trailer held more than that. Oh, no. Do it here, right through there. Silage. Dump it out, baby. So from here, sorghum is now on a worker. I don't know how long it's going to take them, but yeah, we've also got our swather sitting there ready to go. Oh, wait. Do we have any more silage? There we go. Got it all out. And then I think I'm going to steal a little bit. Not a lot. Just, you know, steal a little bit of straw. We've got, I think, plenty of silage at this point, and we're going to have way more even when all this is done. So whatever the smallest amount that we have here, that's how much straw we're going to take. And we're going to find that out pretty easy. So let's go to here and let's see. We got 191,000 liters of straw left, but we have grass in there. Hey, TMR. 127,000. Yeah, we could probably just steal all of the straw out of here. Mine. And then we could turn on the TMR. Let's go. Got it. 191,000 liters of straw. Let's take it here. We'll dump it in and then start making TMR, baby. Does it turn on automatically? It didn't turn on automatically. So we'll go ahead and activate it. So now we can make ourselves some TMR. Oh, and I don't have to use that other stupid mineral feed thing. A couple things just real quick. I'm going to outfit the T9 that we have as a cart for the sorghum because that's going to take a little bit of time. There we go. Got it. Man, that looks so good. I should have put... Yo, do you think now's the time to put tracks on this Demco? I don't even know if we can. I guess we can go look sometime. Let's see. Let's back this up just a little bit, get it out of the field. At least we'll be here and ready to go. And we'll go and pop that up as well. Cool. Turn that off. And yeah, he's 28,000 liters. He's okay. But I need this, but not this header. This is the header I need. This will do all of our schwathing for us. So let's start about here. I think this will do good. And then we want to kick it into the right. So we'll change our working type, drop it down, and go forth. This will cut the wheat and kick it in towards the middle. Awesome. I think I'm going to run just like, well, if I say one headland, it'll be two, but it's only going to be one swath around. So we'll go all the way around, kicking it all in towards the middle, and then jump out and kick it all back the other way as well. Because I have to come through with the combine harvester and manually do this, it's just not really worth, you know, to be honest with you, if I wasn't greedy, which I'm being very greedy right now. If I wasn't so darn greedy, I would just get a header for the combine and let it do this. Man, that would be so much easier. and I gotta be honest with you, I think DjGoHam thinks he's gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna spend the money, buy a header. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. We're going to do that instead. Let's go and turn that on right there. Spin this around. We will swath this part, but this is going to be so much easier just to harvest and be done with it. This also raises the question, will I ever swath again? Especially with fields this large. Is it worth the extra time? For one field, you have to go around it 2 times. You can't even use a worker for one of them. I don't know, man. I don't know. Seems kind of fishy. We'll drop that off. All right, real quick, we need a thumbnail, but I also wanted to tell you, I upgraded the tracks. Oh, it's such a good looking setup right here. All right, real quick, I gotta jump out of this because I also gotta set up everything for the thumbnail. Hang on, not bad, looks pretty good. Okie dokie, now that that's done, we can go and move this out of the way, and we also need to find ourselves a header for that other New Holland combine. We haven't done anything with it yet, so I still gotta do some stuff up here with it. However, don't get stuck, don't get stuck, sweet. However, yeah, we're gonna have to, man, words is tough sometimes. Today they are. moving on. First things first, at least, let's go ahead and run this swath pickup while we're at it. We're going to run a little bit slower. That way we don't miss any things. Everything can be turned into straw and be done with it. But we do need to find ourselves a nice header for this. I think the base game header is like 7 meters, something like that. Would be nice to find something around like the 9 or 10 meter section, kind of like our corn header. It is a 9 meter, I believe. So maybe we could find ourselves something around like that. Man, I tell you what, swathing's fun. But I wish I could hire a worker on this part right here that I'm doing. It's fun, but it's almost a waste of time. And again, the 20% bonus, though, it is really hard to say no to that 20% bonus. I mean, we're at, what, 7,000, 7,500? We'll be over 8,000 liters by the time we get to the end of this. I mean, this is a good combine for this. I'll give it that much. There we go. All right. 8,800 liters. Very good. Go dump this. Looking through here, I was trying to see if anybody's made a set of New Holland headers, and it looks like I've got some here. 6 meters, 12 meters, that is too much. 7.5, 4.8, 5.5, 6.1. Ooh. Hello, 9.2. How you doing? What do we got here? Standard black. Okay, that's interesting. And then all of this. Looks like the base one is 8.5. So, yeah, I think the 9 meter, where did it go? There it is, 9.2. I think this is probably the one to go with. There we go. How much did that cost me? 1,200 bucks? Whatever. Let's pick it up and see if the auger will clear it. Yes, actually, with a lot of extra room as well. I'm not quite sure if we don't need to go bigger. Hang on, 9 meters. Was there like a 12 meter in here? Yo, a 12 meter may work. There is. It's this one right here. Ooh, I wonder if this would, number one, be good, but I also wonder if we'll have enough power for it. Let's do that. Let's get rid of that. Man, I'm losing so much money off of all of this. But I think this will be the way to go. I maybe shouldn't have sold that quite yet, but if they get 30 foot, let's see, let's check it out. Yeah, the auger's still hanging over, so we could still do some karting with this. Not by much, I'll give it that. And this header does look very large on the front of this combine. But, drop it down. I'm still fast farming. Dude! Yeah. Hey. I think this should do okay. We'll double check it. We'll kind of get into the field here. At least cut in the first part and see how we do. I think this is going to work fine, though. Turn it on. Yeah, this is okay. I don't know what combine this goes to, but this is working all right. I mean, we're not going mega fast anyway, but this is okay. Yeah, dude. All right. Cool. Well, then I guess it's time to run a couple headlands around all this. I am trying to straighten up some of these these hard corners. There you go. Looking good. The first time around, I always try and just follow along the outside. Second pass like this, usually I do try and at least follow the points. That way I can smooth off those corners a bit. Life is good now. Life is good. Right through here's where I'm worried about the most, because I kind of got cocky coming through here when I was plowing up, making this new field a few episodes ago, and I got really close to the trees. The thing was, I was plowing all of that up in, the middle of November? Something like that. So I didn't really care what I was close to, because none of the trees had leaves on them. Yeah. Now I'm getting real close. And I'm a little bit worried, but I did do a really good job of smoothing out this field. Now that I am proud of myself for. Let's go and slow down, take the corner. I am not Jeff Gordon, so I will not go super fast around that corner. Very cool. All right. Don't know why I made a NASCAR reference there instead of an F1 reference, but the only person I know is Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. So, yeah, that's all I got. First pass, more or less, is done. 55,000 liters. Cool. We are getting great yield off of that wheat. Very good yield. Man, I tell you what, I'm going to be robbing the grain mill later on. And we're definitely doing that this episode, by the way. Second pass, and we've gotten an extremely respectable amount here as well. 52,000 liters as well. And it looks like our sorghum is... Well, it looks like he's just kind of being an idiot. I'm going to go ahead and dump this into the silo, and we'll finish that up. Something tells me he's missed a whole lot more over there on the other side. Ah, yes. So, nothing behind him. Really nothing in front of him, more or less. But look at all that. You see this? See, a real person would have come and, you know, finished the job, as it were. All right, we're going to hire a worker here, and then right at the end, it should say nothing more. Yeah, completed their task, so I can make this look like a worker did it, but really, it was me all along. Am I AI? Ugh. They didn't miss too much, but I mean, there's a nice little sliver right here. Looks like a logo or a pendant or something. So we'll hit this, and then we will have our final number for sorghum, which will be nice. However, that's going to take some time. I think I'm going to hire workers on this angle right here. So we'll have to figure out what angle that is. I could also do it the other way, but I think it's going to take a little bit longer. It's a 45-degree angle no matter what it is. What are we on right now? 360, so we're on the up and down. 270 maybe? After our final little take here, we have, how much sorghum? Where does it show? 322,000 liters of sorghum. That's pretty good. However, we've already gotten 100 and some thousand liters of wheat, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So here's, I think, what we're going to do. We need to get this guy onto the other side of the field so that we could start a worker. As you can see, I do have a nice little, like, straight point there. But let's point this away. But I do think that putting something on this path would be better off for the entire field. So we're going to go to the other side of the field first, then hire this worker over there. This side needs less work. That's why I'm bringing it over here. We could bring it up to this top corner, find the angle that we need, hit it, go perfectly. Everything could be cool. Down here, this is going to take a little bit of work, so we're going to use the bigger, more powerful, and bigger header combine harvester for all the extra work. All right, so I found the run. It's going to be, I think, through that way. I don't know exactly what direction that is. Was that 336, it looks like. I'm not quite sure if that's correct or not, but I'm going to find the farthest out edge, and that should at least help us get started, which I do believe is right in front of us. So why don't we go from here? We will drop down, hire a worker, and see if this does it for us. You see, I've almost lined up the outside. I may have done that just perfect. Oh, tell me I did that perfect. Oh, I'm perfect. Nice. And that is the line we want to go on. Sweet. Now, the other thing is I'm going to pay attention to the number it gives me at the bottom left-hand corner once it turns around. The worker will do it perfectly for us. We just need to know what that number is so that I could set our other guy on the same thing backwards. So 336 going one way, or 337-ish, and then making the turn. I guess it's just the 100 minus 180. 159. 158. All right. I think we should be good. We can let this guy just do his thing. Just because I don't trust it, we're going to babysit him just real quick. Just make sure he does the rest. So I looked at the numbers. We've got 158 and 138. Those are our magic numbers. So what this does, it's kind of interesting how the workers do this. They will back up until the header clears the corn, or clears the crop rather, and then we'll drop it back down. It's kind of neat how they do it, dude. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. This guy right here, this is going to be the fun one. So let's jump in here. Let's double check to make sure our speed is accurate. It is. And then we need to find closest. So this tip down here, we need to find our 338, which is going to be quite literally there. So let's hire him up on a worker. And go. Now, this is going to look kind of silly to start with here. Like that. That seems probably silly to a lot of you guys, just to hit that little bit right there. But the more and more we do this, the more and more it should make sense. So let's get about here. Let's find our 158. There it is. Hire worker. And go. So this is going to take time. There's no ifs, ands, buts about that. But it's going to work. This is going to be a very interesting part, to say the least. So as you can see, well, I'm not going to make it to the end. There's no way. I do want these to be about as perfect as I can. That way when I'm picking the straw up later on, it makes it a little easier for us. But yeah, he's going to have to go a long way down the line just to hit the right spot here. So I think what I'm going to do is when it gets just right over the straw swath, fire the worker, join the straw swath together here, just like that. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have fired the worker. Actually, can I line this up? I wonder if I can line this up by myself. It's really my distrust for workers that prevents me from doing things the easiest way possible. Let's see. It would be about there-ish. I don't know, we'll back up just a little bit more. There we go. Hire worker. 58 right there. There's the line. Hire them up. Yeah. I did it all by myself. Sweet. Here's something I forgot about. Carting. There's so much wheat on the field that I totally forgot about carting. Oof. I was about to say, can we do it? The answer is definitely no, we cannot. Wow, I just messed that up big time. Looks like if we want to be taking anything seriously with this harvester right here, we need to catch them at the end. Or more than likely, we just need to buy a header that's not the one that we have right now. Yep. All right, well, we'll sit here and wait then. Should be able to get this done in the next 2 passes. So, DjGoHam is going to go straight down. But this area is not 3 wide. So, should be able to hit this on the way back. I think we're almost done. Yo, I think we're almost done. We're gonna get all the money. Look at that. Look at that. Psh, 4-meter header could get that. So first things first, we'll stop this guy dead in his tracks. We will fire up the worker. Back it up just a little bit so it looks like a worker actually did this. Open up our pipe and dump it in. But I do think, even though it was really nice using this header on this field, I do think the 9-meter header is probably better. We can cart with it, and I don't have to stop all the time. So we will get rid of that large header. There's no reason to keep that. Step 2 is going to be this guy who has done a fantastic job. Everything that I've wanted, everything that we've needed, quite literally, it has done all the things. And it's done, well, I would say 75% of the fields that we've had all by itself. I mean, it knocked that sorghum field out in like 20 minutes, maybe less than that. It was pretty sweet. So we'll get this dumped in here. I don't know if it's, yeah, it'll fit. So this trailer holds 500,000 liters. This only had 70 in it, had 100 left. Math. So the next part's going to be a wee bit tricky. Step number, what are we on, 3 now? Yeah, I think 3 will work. So we're going to max out on wheat. Not only are we maxed out, we got about 76,000 liters left in there. So we got, I think the terminology for that is more. We have more. We're going to need a semi-truck for this, even though it's going to take literally 10 years to sell everything. Let's do this. You know what? It's a little dirty. Haha, that's better. Love that button. Instant wash, definitely a mod you guys should have if you're on PC. Let's jump into here real quick and come around here. This is going to be the first thing that we sell, is going to be wheat. But don't forget, we also have sorghum, 322,000 liters of it. As a matter of fact, I don't know if we have chickens around here anywhere, but saving that wheat may actually be a good thing. That may be something that we want to do. Man, this thing is so fast. I wish this trailer was that fast. Oh, well, what are you going to do? We'll bring it around through here, then we will find our grain mill, and that is going to be our next stop. Oops. So the grain mill. This is a place that we have not been to yet, but I believe it's just right here around the corner. Yeah, right there. This is also, if I'm not mistaken, a production chain. At least it better be. So let's, before we sell anything, hop out and double check that this is in fact the grain mill. Yes, it is. So 500-ish some thousand liters of wheat will be going in. We've also got a place here for our corn as well. Dried corn, let's see. It's going to be in here. Oh, wait, hang on. Is that cornbread? Yo, it's a cornbread. Popcorn factory. I believe it's at the grain mill. I'm not quite sure. You know what? We'll sell it here. Worst comes to worst, we'll just get some more corn. It's been a hot minute. I've been sitting here waiting, and we are finally almost halfway through. So there's $525,000 $54,000 for an environmental score. That's cool. Let's pull forward here, and we'll dump the back part. Yeah, it was only half this trailer. Oi. As a matter of fact, I think I could probably go get all that sorghum and put it on a tractor. Hang on just a second. I got an idea. Where's this one? Yeah. We got a bit of a problem here. I filled it up. I've literally sold as much as I could possibly sell. Physically can't sell any more of wheat in there. So, do we take the money and run? Do we take the money and run? Or do we sell more wheat? I think maybe we take this back to the farm. And the reason I say that is because in real life, sometimes you would find sell points that aren't taking stuff, right? I feel like that would be true. So let's take this back. And we'll put it back in our silo at the main farm. We will grab some sorghum. And go from there. Our next step is going to be the sorghum, and then we would grab our dried corn, drop all of that stuff in here, and that will be at least all of the money we can make off the grain mill for now because, well, we don't have any other things, and I don't want to wait any longer. So we've got that. Still buy it for that, $96,000. What we'll probably do is we'll buy it and immediately upgrade it to level 2. That way it'll go a little bit faster, and our dried corn's literally right here, so we don't have to go very far. Nice. I know the whole thing is to make money and trade it in to do other stuff, but yeah, I think $773,000 is just a little bit much, maybe? So, yeah, well, we're gonna dump some sorghum in here. I did bring all of the sorghum over. I should have brought all of the wheat over as well, but yeah, we can go back and pick all of that. All right, so there we go. There's another $60,000. We're at $1.68 million. Again, I will reiterate, I think I've made too much. Dried corn, there we go. We will dump the dried corn in here. We will take that over to the grain mill, and then we shall have ourselves a dandy time. I guess planning series 2. Yeah, and there we are. Boom, got it. Let's go ahead and set this to tip side front. We'll spin this around, see what our money is, and then I think about that time it may be time to go. Dried corn should fetch a pretty premium price overall. $167,000 or 67,000 liters gets us what? Well, we get $398,000 plus 41 grand for our environmental score. So I think $2.1 million is enough to quit complaining that we don't own the grain mill. So, well, now we own the grain mill, and we could take a look in here and see we've got a lot of wheat, a lot of sorghum, a lot of dried corn. It is making currently, if we, take a look at it here, wheat flour, sorghum flour, and fine corn flour. We could put corn in here as well, probably. Should have just done that. I think we would have been okay. But with the fine corn flour, we'll be able to sell that for even more. But I don't know where. Oh, to the bakery and the restaurant, but mostly the bakery. You guys know what's going on. The bakery will be our next purchase sometime. Maybe in a year. But at least in the meantime, I am going to go ahead and upgrade this to level 2, which should give us a nice bit here. So we will upgrade for 105. Okay. I didn't want to do that, but we did. So now we can hold another 200-ish, 50-ish thousand liters, which is really nice to see. So we'll go ahead and dump the rest of our wheat in here, and we'll dump the rest of our sorghum in as well. We don't make money from that, but we will make products, which is phenomenal. And that is the end of series number 1 here on Alma, Missouri. I have had a blasty blast hanging out with you guys. I've had a blast making videos here. I've made videos so fast on here. I've enjoyed playing so much that I've actually done the last like 2 videos without even like getting off of here yet. Yeah, I've been playing for 3 hours and 44 minutes and 2 videos on there. 22 hours and 18 minutes set right here. So that's fun. That's exciting. And it is just awesome. So we will see you in the next one for episode number 11 and or series 2. So have a good one.